this is Bobby with BC Designs, and I have another cute card I'm going to share with you guys today. So it's using the Country Birdhouse. Let me grab the dies. So this is the dies. This has some really good dies in it. You get a lot. There's 23 dies. This is a very, very popular set. I'm sure you've seen a lot of stuff made. I've made several cards using this bundle. So this one is the one I'm going to share with you guys today. I believe I made this card back in April. On my other video I just shared with you on Monday, I told you that I had like 5 cards just sitting there waiting. Actually, it was 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. One is pretty recent that I just made, but these other that I'm going to be sharing with you guys over the next couple of weeks while I'm gone on vacation, they have been sitting on my little shelf for quite a few months. So I wanted to get cards made with them. I don't want them to feel like I'm wasting them by not sharing. Some of them, the product expired. The last one, the twine had expired, but this is all now. The rest of these cards are current products, so we're safe to move on. So my card base is Thick Whisper White, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of just regular basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. I die cut out the Birdhouse in basic white, and this is going to be to stamp the bird on. And then I have on this one, I used Summer Splash for the first little tile on the house, and then 1 leaf. And then I've got 2 of the flowers, a large and small in Petunia Pop, a large and small flower in Petal Pink, or Pretty in Pink. And the sentiment is going to go on that label. And then this is the other little frame right there. And then using Shy Shamrock, I cut out the other little strip for the roof, the little perch, a leaf, and then our 2 little circles there. So we'll just move all of this off. I'm going to try to leave that stuff. It's kind of hard. If I slide it over here, maybe I can have better luck with keeping it right there. Hopefully I won't knock any of it into the floor. It's right on the edge of my counter. So we're going to use Versamark. We're going to use linen thread. I am using the Shimmer 2024-2026 in color Shimmer Gems and Summer Splash ink. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to just create this little background right there. So I'm just going to do that with an ink pad and a little bit of ink and the blending brush. And I want this to be very light, so I'm going to kind of go off this quite a bit before I start. And I'm going to go really light and just kind of make a circle, get my hand out of the way, and just take it down a little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit more, so I'm just going to use that. That's right there, because you do want it to be seen. And then you can just take your birdhouse and see if you want more of it. I think I want more on this side right there. So let's just ink that up a little bit. I'm going to put it on my glass and just kind of bring that in like that. There we go. That's kind of getting me the color I'm wanting now. And I just want to make sure I have it on each side. So something like that. And then we'll close this up. Move this out of the way. I'm going to grab my paper towel to clean this up so I don't have to worry about getting anything else a mess. And then we will bring the birdhouse in and our liquid glue. And I'm just going to get my little layers for the roof over there so I can have them. So we're going to put this piece down first. You can use the adhesive background, the adhesive strips that we have, if you want to have that on and you just peel it off. I think that's what it's called. It's not the foam strips, not the thick, it's the adhesive. So you can just peel it away. So I'm just going to kind of make sure I've got ink on my finger. I'm hoping I don't get that anywhere. So we've got that piece. This is the hardest piece to get without getting your hands an inky gluey mess, is this little strip here, because you don't need very much glue at all. And I'm going to grab my tweezers to just kind of help me guide that in there. And then I like to use that to just kind of help it, oops, lay down. There we go. And then we'll use the Pretty in Pink. And while I'm on vacation, you guys, while you're watching this, I am on vacation. So I'm having an ordering special. I'm hoping I'll be able to do, whoops, I'll be able to do a video and show like a sample of the product packages I plan on doing if you place an order with me while I'm gone. The more you spend, the more you'll get, and it's going to be in retired product, but it will all be brand new stuff. Some of it might be used, but if it's used, it's going to be enough worth me sending it to you to. It's not going to be any of my junk, I promise you. Okay, so we're going to put the little circle down, and I think on this first one, I punched that out with a circle punch, and on this one, I'm going to just use the die that came with it. I can't remember, you guys, it was so long ago why I did that, so unless maybe I didn't even notice that die in the die set, that could possibly be my reasoning. I'm going to hold this with tweezers so I don't have the chance of lowering the chance of getting adhesive glue on my fingers. And then just put this one right below that. And then we're going to put the little ledge on. Little perch. Just flip this around, lay it down there, and I like to pick it up and not slide it off while I'm picking it up. But I like to pick it up so that way I can kind of put it where I want it. Okay, and then I think we'll do the bird, stamp him, and get him colored before we put the flowers on. I think we'll put the flowers on last, and then we can do the sentiment as well. So I'm just going to leave the flowers there. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to use the coordinating blend. So I've got my light and dark summer splash, my light and dark petal pink, and my light and dark shy shamrock. And we'll move this out of the way. We'll go ahead and grab our bird and grab our paper that we're going to stamp him on. And I need my Versamark ink. Let's grab our mat just to offer that little cushion. Get a better image when you stamp the photopolymer on a cushion like that. I'm going to do it that way so I have a little bit more room for the die to fit around. Okay, so now I'll move this out of the way and we'll do our coloring. So I'm just going to look at my bird because to be honest with you, I can't remember how I colored this. It was so long ago. But I'm almost, hold on just a second because I do kind of remember. Hold on a minute. I want to grab my pool party. Okay, I can't remember honestly if this is what I did, but this is what we're going to try. I'm only going to use my light pool party, and we're just going to color this area up in here. I'm just trying to look at my original. That's how we're going to do it. Hopefully that's how I did it. It'll turn out. And then I'm going to go in with light summer splash. And I'm just going to go, that seems a little bit dark, but we might have to use our color lifter. We'll see. I'm just going to go just randomly color some spots in. And then I want to go back in with my pool party because I want him to be a very light colored bird. I don't want it dark at all. So I'm just going to make sure like that. I do think I probably used the color lifter for as light as this is. And I don't think I'm going to use, I thought I used the Shy Shamrock, but I don't think I did now that I'm looking at this. And then we'll go in with Petal Pink, the light, of course, and color down here and just kind of blend that in. Just like that. And then you can go back in. I'm going to go over this again with Pool Party. I'll darken that up just a little bit, and then right in there I want to blend those two, so I'm just going to color them together. And then I'm going to use the Pool Part, or the Pretty in Pink again for his beak and his feet, and then we'll cut him out. Okay, so that is all we're going to use for coloring. let me grab my die cutting machine. Okay, and then I need to grab the die. And what did I do with the image right here? I think I left one of my plates over there. Now this is going to kind of be hard for me to make sure that I have it lined up because my head will get in the camera. So I have to kind of stand back when I line that up, but hopefully from where I'm standing at it looks okay. Let's cross our fingers. If I move my camera up at all, it's such a wide angle. I'm just trying to move some stuff out of the way. It's such a wide angle that you can see everything that you don't want to see, like the floor. Okay, now I got a little bit off right there, but I'm not going to try to trim it. I could take my scissors and go around, but I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll work on the sentiment now. So I'm just going to use my embossing buddy, grab my Versamark ink, and ink up the sentiment. And we'll just stamp it right in the middle. This piece is 1 inch by 4 inches. And then let's grab, I'm going to move the mat. And then I should have got my other tweezers, but I didn't. So we'll just use what we've got over here. I'm slowly but surely buying double of everything. So at each work area I have that. Okay, that looks pretty good. And this is just the white embossing powder. Let me turn my heat tool on. Try not to knock my blades off. I know I say it every time I heat emboss, but heat embossing is one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite techniques. It just kind of adds that little extra special thing to your card, I think. Just like even with this just little sentiment, it's just that little extra. And you can just see it, it's starting to melt. You just always want to make sure that you get all of it melted before you stop. And you can melt it from the back side too if you want. That's pretty good. And then I'm just going to leave it set a minute because we don't want it, I don't want to smear it. I'm going to grab my card so I have it for my reference. And let me see, did I pop it up on dimensionals? I did. So let's put this stuff down first before we pop it up. And I popped the birdhouse up as well. So let me go around and we'll cut some more of these dimensionals. I use all of my dimensionals, and I'm sure you guys do too, because we don't want to be wasteful. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this up. I've got several videos that I need to batch make before I go on vacation, so that's what today is devoted to, because we leave in just a few days. Hoping that the weather is going to be beautiful in Florida. I am ready for a vacation, you guys. I am really ready for a vacation. And then we're just going to put this down in the center. Make sure that you're leaving room for the sentiment at the bottom. So just like that. And then let's go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of the bird. And then we can put the flowers down last, I think. We'll just kind of put him right there on that side. And then let's grab our flower. So I'm going to put my pink one down first. And I'm going to layer the small, pretty in pink one. I'm not sure if I can get a dimensional to stick on the back of it. That's kind of small, but let's see. Or not a dimensional, but a mini glue dot. That way I don't have to use the liquid glue. So, and then I just rotate it so the petals are in the center. And then we're going to do the same thing on the petal pink, pretty in pink. Why do I keep calling it that? And the petunia pop. And they stick to my nails. There we go. I got it. I wanted to make sure I got it. Put that in the center. And then let's grab one each of the leaves. I'm just going to put it on that thicker one. Let's see if we can grab one and put it on the back of this. If it turns out to be too big, we can just fold it up. I'm trying to make sure I don't have any glue dots. That one's kind of sticking out, so I want to hide it. And so we'll just put this one kind of like there. And then I'm going to use a mini. Let me find my pick tool. I think I left it over here. So we'll just grab one of these. Luckily, everything for me is within like 2 steps away from where I'm at. So we'll put this one there. And then we'll put a mini glue dot on the back of this one. And we'll put it I think I'm going to layer it like that. And then we'll put this one, this leaf. Whoops, whoops, don't rip it. We'll just put that leaf right there like that. Okay, and I'm going to rip this off and just check it and make sure I don't have any glue dots left. Okay, and then this guy, we want to just trim each end from corner to corner like that. Place some dimensionals on the back. Probably 3. This is kind of a bigger sentiment. Okay. And then you're just going to place it right at the bottom. I just want to make sure I'm getting it centered pretty good. That. Okay, I wanted this to go down just a little bit. Oh, it's pretty good. And then we'll put dimensionals on the back. How many dimensionals do we need? I think that's enough. For me, the hardest part of using dimensionals is getting that paper off the back. I think I got it, and then I don't. Okay, let's put this then down on the card front. Grab that linen thread. My linen thread is always a mess because it always seems, see, it gets pulled, it seems like, from both ends. I don't know how I do this, but the last couple of ones I have really made a mess out of. There we go. Maybe that'll straighten it out now. So I would just like to pull out enough to make sure I have enough to make a bow, because nothing is more frustrating to think that you pulled out enough only to find out, oh, I don't have enough. And you're making a tiny little bow, or it's not where you can adjust it to be the size that you want. That looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. And I'm just going to trim my ends just a smidge, not a whole lot. Let me grab one of these mini glue dots again. And let's see, where did we put the bow? Right about there, it looks like. So we'll just put that right there. And then we're going to put some of the gems. And I used the lighter ones. You could use the Shy Shamrock, but I used the Summer Splash. And I just filled this up with a brand new Not sure why that's not coming out yet, but hopefully it will. Let's go ahead and just use our scissors. And I used both sizes, the small and the large. And I just like to do like a little shake like that to make sure I'm getting that adhesive off the back. Because sometimes you can pick it up and the adhesive can actually stick there. Okay, guys, that is it for today's card. I hope that you like it, and I have another super cute card I'll be sharing with you very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, and if you want to place an order with me, make sure that you visit my blog or my Facebook page, and I'll have all the ordering information on there. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.